Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Baby and Toddler Storytime. Today we're talking about the letter X. I can't believe we only have 2 weeks left in this alphabet unit, but we are just zooming right on through. So today is about the letter X, which means we're going to be talking about the X and the Z sounds, because those are the sounds that X makes. X is one of those letters that's a little more difficult, and there are a lot fewer words that start with X than most letters. And we're going to talk about some words that start with X. We're going to talk about some words that have the letter X in them. So we are going to go ahead and get started with the same song we've been doing the last few weeks, which is Gilly, 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 Good Morning. So if you're a toddler and you've been watching this with me, maybe you can recognize some of the words by now and help me sing it. And if you are a caregiver with an infant, of course, like I've told you before, we want to work on that G and that sound. So you want to sing this to your child. You ready? Gilly, 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 good morning, good morning, good morning. Gilly, 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 good morning to you. Minnie Mac, Minnie Mac, Minnie, Minnie, Minnie Mac, Minnie Mac, Minnie Mac, Minnie morning. Minnie Mac, Minnie Mac, Minnie, Minnie, Minnie Mac, Minnie Mac, Minnie Mac, Minnie morning. Gilly, 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 good morning, good morning, good morning. Gilly, 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 good morning to you. And I do hope you're having a good morning or afternoon or evening whenever you're watching this. We're going to get started with our first book. So our first book is called Excavators 1, 2, 3. And the letter X does not start the word. It's right here, but it does start with the X sound, and there is an X in it. So we're going to read Excavators 1, 2, 3 by Sherry Dusky Rinker and Ethan Long. One excavator arrives on site, ready to work and do it right. The team's counting on him today, so he'll get started right away. He revs right up and digs right in. There's one foundation to begin. 2 with dump truck, it's a 2-truck crew. He'll help excavator through and haul away what they don't need. This team has toughness, strength, and speed. Can we count the vehicles? 1, 2. 3. Excavator lifts 3 loads of sand and digs 4 trenches in the land. Let's count the sand. 1, 2, 3. And let's count the trenches. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Then excavator can begin to set some drainage piping in. He sets 5 pipes all in a row. Dump truck backfills and off they go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Excavator lifts and twists around and quickly clears 6 gravel mounds. You want to count the mounds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excavator loves to dig, lift, run, but now he's having too much fun. Dump truck blows a few stern puffs. Get back on track now, friend, he huffs. Excavator jumps right into action, revs up the hill with super traction. He dumps 7 scoops in dump truck's bed, then rolls back down on sturdy tread. You see the piles inside the dump truck? Can we count those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. The 2 keep rocking all day long, lifting, hauling, quick and strong. They see 8 boulders, huge and gray. 1 lifts them, 1 hauls them away. Let's count all the boulders. We'll start with these ones in the pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you see any more boulders in this picture? 7. There's one more. 8. The excavator has the last one. 9. Big excavator stops, digs, rolls, and in a flash, he's dug 9 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Giant piles, 10 in all lined up, all neat and tall. Let's count the piles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The sun has set, the workday ends, everyone counts on these great friends. At one awesome construction site, 2 trucks did their jobs just right. Their day is done. Goodbye, good night. Well, that was a fun counting story, wasn't it? All right, the next thing we have today is to talk about an animal that has the letter X in its name. And we're going to work on over, under, behind, things like that. These are words that are important for toddlers to start working on because they're concepts that are kind of difficult for small children. So that's something you can work on just as you're having everyday conversations with your child. Tell them, the juice is behind the milk. As you're doing things, just remember to explain that sort of thing in terms to your toddler so that they can understand those concepts and start to grasp them just through everyday life interactions. But today we're going to do a very pointed activity about those words. So today we are talking about a fox, and it's got a box. So we're going to sing a song talking about the fox and the box and where the fox is in relation to the box. So right now, the fox is behind the box. So we're going to sing, the fox is behind the box. 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 It's kind of hard to sing. I get the words mixed up. Okay, now we're going to move the fox and see here. Now where is the fox? Now the fox is above the box. 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 Okay. Now the fox is below the box. 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 One more. Now we're going to put the fox right here. And now the fox is in front of the box. Can we sing that one? The fox is in front of the box. 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 If you got through that one, that tongue twister, kudos to you, because that is hard. Okay. We have one more book for you guys today. This is Maxie the Little Taxi. And there are actually 2 X's in this title. Do you see them? In the name Maxie and also in the word taxi. And this is by Elizabeth Upton, and the pictures are by Henry Cole. And I'm actually doing, for parents, I'm actually doing a modified version of this book. So if you were to check out this book, it's not the exact story because I'm skipping some parts to make it more appropriate for this age group. It's okay to do that. I know as adults, a lot of times we just want to read books from beginning to end. Toddlers and babies don't necessarily need that. In fact, babies, a lot of times, they can't really even follow the flow of the story. Some toddlers can't even follow the flow of stories. A lot of times, they just want to flip through the pictures and point to different pictures and tell you what it is. That is great for them as well. So books at this age particularly do not have to be read from beginning to end to be useful tools for development. But we are going to do it in an orderly fashion. It's going to tell a story. It's just going to be an abridged version of the story. So now back to my programming for the kiddos. This is Maxie the Taxi, and we're going to go ahead and get it read. Maxie the Taxi. Maxie the Taxi was a dazzling sight. Everything about him was flashy and bright. He was little and yellow and shiny and new. On his first day of work, there was so much to do. His friend Mr. Buddy sent Max on his way. "Drive safely," said Buddy, "and have a great day." Max zipped here. Max zipped there. He zipped everywhere, from the park to the river and back to the square. He zoomed up, he zoomed down, he zoomed all around, splashing in every big puddle he found. Small sticky fingers at stop after stop let ice cream and mustard go plippity-plop. And outside the gates of an elegant park, a friendly pigeon left her mark. Then up came a taxi gal, sparkling and neat, who whispered to Max as they rolled down the street, "You'd better wash up, Mr. Gooey Goo, or no one will want to ride with you." Look how dirty he is compared to her. Soon all the people who needed a taxi took one quick look and walked right past Maxie. Max was so sad, down streamed his tears, and his swish-swishing wipers turned dirt into smears. Then a boy with his mother, who waved, jumped, and hopped, were happy when Maxie zoomed over and stopped. "Yuck," said the boy. "I hope it's okay if we stop at that car wash across the way." Rum-mum-mum went the brushes. Pish-pish went the spray, washing the grit and dirt away. Flip-flop went the scrubbers. Blip-blop went the suds, and they tickled his muffler and bumper and hubs. Outside, the streetlights shone down on Max, and magically Max felt himself shining back. He opened his windows, ready for flight, and away they all went through the sparkling night. The end. Maxie was all dirty, but then he got all cleaned up at the car wash, and he felt like new. Sometimes all it takes is a bath to feel really good. Okay, now we've got one more activity to do, and it is also a flannel board. I don't often do 2 flannel boards in 1 week, but we are today, and we are going to talk about something medical, something that maybe you haven't really seen at your age, and it's kind of fun just to look at how our bodies are made. So we are going to talk about x-rays. I'm going to just show you guys what different parts of the body look like, and then I'm going to have you guess what it is. So let's start with a pretty easy one. Do you know what body part this is? It's got a big round part, and right here you see teeth, and the neck comes down from it. What body part is that an x-ray of? It's the head. The skull, right there. All right, let's try another one. This one might be a little trickier for you. If you look at the outline, you might be able to figure it out better than if you look at the bones. This is a foot. You see the toes? All 5 toes right there? And you see how the bones extend down into the foot? It's kind of interesting how everything's connected. All right, just a couple more. How about this one? This one has 5 little things too, but they're not toes. What are they? Maybe fingers? This one is a hand. One more. This one is probably going to be really difficult for you guys to tell what it is. So right here, this is called your spine, and that's your back. And then these are called ribs. Do you know what part of the body your ribs are on? Let's see. This is called a chest x-ray. So that is this part of the body right here. Okay? And that's what the inside of your body looks like. These are your bones, which are the hard parts inside of your body. And that's what they look like when you go to the doctor and you need to see if you broke something. They will take these special pictures where they can see through your skin and see your bones to see what's going on. Kind of cool that they can do that. All right. And then we're just going to talk about your craft this week. So this week, you have letter X is for xylophone. And a xylophone is an instrument that you play with mallets, which are like sticks, kind of like a drum. But it makes the sound more like a piano. So this is called a xylophone, and it does start with X. It sounds like it starts with a Z, but there are some words that start with X that sound like they start with a Z. I promise it starts with with an X. But what you're going to get in your packet, this one is a little more complicated. What you're going to get in your packet is the black X, the white background. You're going to get all of these strips of the rainbow, and then you're going to get all the black dots. So what you have to do is put the stripes on in order. I would do them in the color of the rainbow, but you can do them really however you want. You probably want to keep them in this order, because do you see how it goes like this, like a triangle? It starts small at the top and gets bigger. You want it to do that because that's what a xylophone does. So you want to, maybe an adult can help you put them in order, and you can help glue or tape, or you can put the dots on when they're done. The dots do not have to be precise. And there you go. That's what you're going to get. These packets are available through Friday. So, and then I do have some leftover packets from last week if you did not get your W packet and you want to pick up both of those. Until they're gone, they will be out there for you. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and I will do our goodbye song, and then we've just got 2 more weeks left. Can you believe it? All right, I'm going to back you guys up so you guys can see me and we can do our goodbye song. If you guys are ready to tickle your clouds, you want to go ahead and do that. You ready? Tickle the clouds, tickle your toes, turn around and tickle your nose. Reach down low, reach up high. Story time's over, so wave goodbye. I hope you guys have an awesome week. I'll see you guys next week, where we're going to talk all about the letter Y.